What up, all you good people out there of all colors, races, backgrounds, creeds, and professions? Because despite, what people believe about me, I do not hate cops. I hate uh, rogue cops. I hate cops who commit crimes on purpose and think that they're gonna get away with it. I hate that. Listen, I hate people who do that, not just cops. But cops abuse their. Not all cops. There are some cops out there that are good. I don't know any. I don't wish to know any. But I know that there are some. I do. I believe that. I have to continue to believe this. I have to have somebody. As a matter of fact, I know there was one guy who was a good guy. He just passed away too. He's a good guy, man. He's a cop. He's a black guy, and he just passed away here. And I didn't know him personally, but I seen him around. He was a good guy. He was a good guy. Prayers go out to his family. I believe he was a good guy, but I know some cops that were terrible here where I live. Terrible. But this case right here, this is a terrible, terrible person who who bleached her hair blonde to try to fool the jury, and whose defense team, who was under a gag order, went to a news channel and started talking about the case before when they were under a gag order. They did this to try to get the case thrown out. Like these people are shisty. And even the girl who recorded Amber Guyger walking back and forth, they harassed that girl. Like there was some top secret black suits, people who didn't want to identify themselves, come to this girl, was asking her questions. She was like, listen, I don't want to talk to you guys if you're not going to identify yourself. So this thing is big. This is not just some cop in Texas who shot somebody. This is a big, deal. And they harassed that black girl too. But I believe that all the shystiness that Amber Guyger did and what her defense team did is what got her a guilty murder charge. Now, these people who are on the jury, big ups to you, God bless you, they didn't come back with a lesser charge. They didn't come back with manslaughter. And I'm telling you, this is what I thought was going to happen. I thought it was going to be not guilty, or they were going to come back with man too. You know what I'm saying? Which would have satiated both people. She's found guilty, but she's found guilty of manslaughter. They came back with murder, as in murder one. They came back with the intent, because Amber Guyger made it very, very clear in her actions and in her own words that she shot to kill. So wait a minute. Let me get this straight. Let me get this straight. You worked a 13-hour shift. You parked on the 4th floor instead of the 3rd floor. You walked into an apartment. You saw a dark figure and you were scared. You're a police officer. You're not a civilian. You were scared for your life. All your police training went right out the window. You draw your service revolver and you started shooting to kill. You didn't issue any commands. You lied on the stand once again. Because everyone who lived there testified they never heard any commands. They heard two people arguing as if they knew each other. There's a lot to unpack here, people. This woman has a lot going on. And then after you shoot him, there's no blood on your outfit to say that you went and gave him some type of attempt to save his life. You just straight up killed him. You walked into this man's apartment and you just started blah, 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 blah. You just straight up killed an accountant, and you said you feared for your life. This is an accountant. Listen. I ain't saying that accountants are punks. I'm saying this is a 21-year-old graduate who was in his crib eating ice cream. He thinks he's safe. Not to mention, he lives above a police officer. Not only does he think he's safe, he thinks he's safe. There's a cop who lives here. Let somebody roll up and act up here. No. Once again, we see the very cop who you think is protecting you murders you. We just saw this same thing happen a few months ago where the cop murdered this black woman who was screaming that she's pregnant. He shot her at point blank range. And these cops wonder why people are afraid of them. You used to feel safe around cops. Tell me you feel safe around cops now. Listen, I ain't felt safe around a cop in years. Because I've been seeing these stories, and I'm a black man. Listen, I think they're the enemy. Now, whether they are or not is not the point. There is a blanket fear of police in America. This is not white people. This is not black people fear. This is not Mexican fear. This is everyone. Every nationality has a fear of men and women running around with guns and a badge and the right to off you and then go to court and get a non-guilty charge. Everyone fears that. You can't say white people don't, because that white girl who got shot in the mouth by a cop just recently, and her mother was like, she would have never took her life. This girl was handcuffed in the back of a police car, and the police say that their camera fell down and broke, which no camera's going to fall down and break a police camera because it's too heavy duty for that. And it broke, and so it didn't capture any of the action that happened. This girl who was handcuffed and with her arms behind her, all of a sudden got a revolver and shot herself in the mouth. We saw the same thing happen when they said a black guy did it. Same thing happened recently this year where a guy who was Middle Eastern cop said the same thing. He was able to reach around even though he was handcuffed. And what is the point of handcuffs? And he shot himself in the mouth. No, in all three cases, the police shot and murdered these people. And these are not, and these are just the incidents that we hear about. They handcuff you, and you're put in the back of the car for some lesser charge that does not equal capital murder, and then they murder you, and then say you're the one who committed suicide. There was a powdery substance. Listen. A powdery substance does not equal murder. I don't care if it was 20 tons of cocaine. Still does not equal murder. There's still due process. No. They killed this black guy, 20 years old, let his white friends go free. They were out smoking weed. They arrest this kid, put him in the back of a car, and shoot this kid in the head. You can't tell me you feel safe around the police when they can walk into your house and shoot you and then dye their hair blonde, get up on stage and cry crocodile tears. No, people. I don't know what planet this woman thought she was on, but not only that, she didn't even help this man at all, which is even more pitiful. And then what's even more disgraceful is this woman was texting another police officer who is married, and they were lovers. I believe this woman also had a thing for Botham Jean, because they found police stuff in his house. They had a relationship. I think she was sleeping with Botham Jean, which is not a crime. Heck, I done seen some female police officers. Some of them got it going on. And it's not because of uniform, it's just some of them are nice looking. So I'm not mad. But then you get upset because he probably doesn't want to deal with you anymore. and you kill the man? Look, oh, look. Falsely arrest him. Arrest him because he had, broke your heart. Okay, fine. You guys will go to your little court, whatever. He's going to sue you. But murder? I hope this woman gets death row. I do not want to spend another taxpayer dollar on this woman. I hope she gets death row, and I hope they carry it out quickly.